Hello and welcome to another installment of Let's Play Civilization IV Realism Invictus. This is the Asharid Het. I'm going to have to keep it fairly brief for this segment, but I thought I would play just a little more while I have the time right now. Okay, so it was pointed out to me that since I switched out of Judaism, I'm risking losing that as a holy city, as well as a solar cult, which would have already been the case. And I didn't already have the great wonders, the religious wonders. I thought Temple of Solomon and Pyramid of the Sun were, but they're not. So we didn't waste the great prophet by putting him here, but he could have built either of those structures, which would have been a better use. I also missed that this is still a slave farm when I was replacing those, but at least that one can be remedied. So I'm just gonna turtle for a little while. We're pretty close to schools. I think that would be a good short-term priority. There is a window of opportunity right now to conquer more while the AI lacks longbows, or their, I guess, crossbowmen are the more often seen equivalent. And I do have horses and... Ooh, I lost this iron tile. Good thing I have this one here. In any case, I do have horses and iron, so... How did that happen? I didn't destroy that mine. Oh, of course, the Mongolians pillaged it. Wow, that was unobservant of me. But anyway, I did lose that tile. I think the better option right now is to sit tight. I really don't want to overextend right now. When the Renaissance comes, there will be a greater capacity for expansion. I mentioned before in my previous game I did overextend, and that was maybe I wasn't teching well in the first place, though I wasn't totally neglecting it, but the AI got rifles basically while I still had late medieval stuff, and I got downed and simply couldn't hold out against it. So I may actually switch back to Judaism, which of course... Oh, turns before loss? So you have... It tells you how many turns you have before the holy city moves? Yeah, I don't really understand that mechanic, to be honest. I do want to actually invest in a religion. Well, I don't know, actually, because if we wait till critical thought, which was the original plan, if I'm not mistaken, you have to be running an actual religious civic. No, you don't have to be running a religious civic to use the buildings, but they enhance them. I could, if I'm planning to switch to free religion anyway, stay in Hinduism for a little bit. If I really do have 68 turns, and I guess I'm not going to lose it there for some reason, but if I do have 68 turns before I lose the holy city in Tikal, then if I can spread Hinduism everywhere, switch out of it, I can spread multiple religions actively so that by the time critical thought comes around, I can get the community for all of them and reap the happiness benefit. Yeah, I think I'll stick with that. If I don't lose the holy city in the short run, at least. Otherwise, I'd be paying a diplomatic penalty against him for the moment, which he's not doing great, so that may not matter. And actually, his assailant is Jewish. Okay. Alchemy and astrology. I just randomly chose that. I think I didn't really... Because I needed to stop recording, so I don't think I really planned that decision. We'll probably do this. 20 turns, then we'll build schools everywhere, which just give you a flat research bonus. Ooh, and a birth rate bonus, that's nice. And then espionage. Okay, so I'll plan for that. $15 and then 5 turns. Yeah, something like that. Just get the basic infrastructure built. Something approximate to the 20 turns till we can build schools. Yeah, make sure my tile allocation's good here. Yep, okay. Yeah, the good news is if the Mongols actually take that Mayan city, I should very quickly reclaim that iron tile without having to do anything. Yeah, this city's not going to grow fast enough for the other stuff to be that important. Okay. 9. This city won't anytime soon. And then actually, I'll probably build missionaries after this directly, but I can't queue them yet. Yeah. Manor. Okay, this city will grow pretty quickly. And we're not too far from the fence on our happy and health caps. 19. Yeah. Yeah, the market will unlock enough happiness. Yeah. Yeah, we do have a happiness problem here. You know what? For that reason, that's actually going to be smarter than the market. It's cheaper. But we're about to grow, and then we can work one of these mines. Actually, this one, because it has commerce. So it should be even faster. Okay, there we go. It's good every so often to check on all that, and probably better play to get them queued for a conscious chunk of time than to just randomly click on something when you complete a building. I like this Miserere song. We are very close to getting a great general. Next combat should spawn one. And since we're running serfdom, that will probably happen fairly soon. The Mongol horde. Okay, let's get this slave farm replaced. I don't know how I missed that before. The Poles dowed the Celts. Okay. Yeah, that's a huge bonus. I think it might be because the game didn't recommend it for some reason. I don't think I have recommendations turned off, but whatever. In any case, yeah. That needed to have happened earlier. Their separatism is kind of high, actually. Yeah, I can't spare a unit there. Yeah, I'm not going to be threatened by the Maya, so I can relieve some garrison here. I really like this separatism mechanic. It can be annoying, but that's such a plausible thing, historically speaking, having to hold on to land that you took that has a different national allegiance. And Beyond the Sword, you could just take it, you know. It was permanently loyal to you, and that's really cheesy from a realism standpoint. I don't know why so many players prefer to play with it off. Because it's kind of a domestic handicap, even if the AI can't manage it very well. It makes your game harder, so. The amount of hammers, for instance, you have to siphon off into units just for the sake of revolts not happening is a handicap. Ah, okay. You know, he could just automatically declare war if I refuse. If I refuse, it might put him over the fence to it wouldn't put him over the fence to annoyed. That's kind of a lot of money, though. You know what, dude? You're already fighting another war. No. Yep. But I don't think I was wrong to be keeping an eye on him. Yep, okay, they would be unhappy. Make sure to keep that on. Okay, revolt risk quelled. Yep. We're getting wars in earnest now. And serf revolts. Yep, and there's 6 strength serfs. There's our general, Pontus de la Gardie, an outstanding general of French descent. I was actually wondering that, given that we're Sweden. De la Gardie served with distinction in both Danish and Swedish armies. His pioneering siege methods, military skills, and daring changed the fortunes of Sweden in the Livonian War. It is interesting. I'm an American, so our popular historical consciousness is almost entirely ignorant of the Baltic theater of history, but Sweden as a great power in the 17th and early 18th centuries is a fascinating subject that doesn't really get any attention here. But again, just a further comment on how I appreciate this game's investment into sometimes marginal, or at least not conventionally popular historical themes, and the way they've represented civs like civilizations like Armenia and I guess even Sweden, for that matter, along the same lines. I like the strategic challenge of the game a lot, but I also really like the historical flavor. Okay, yeah, we want another. Well, can we found any doctrines? Nomadic lifestyle. No, these aren't doctrines, these are all traditions. Well, no, this one is a doctrine, I think. Actually, so are both of these. We're not going to focus on warfare in this era, so no. Okay. Alright, great scientist. So we could get a medieval work of science. Cool, I guess he was a cartographer. Yep, okay, so we just got lucky. Because I was going to say we couldn't have outpaced our capital's great point production, so we just won the luck of the draw getting a scientist here. Okay, most likely want to get one of these great works of science. That 40% bonus is great in addition to whatever else. Sometimes those effects themselves are pretty hefty. But yep, our capital produces the most science by a pretty big margin. And discontinued with critical thought, obsolete with physics. So once we research critical thought, again, just to remind on that concept, we won't be able to discover any of these again, but whatever has been discovered will stay in effect until physics, which is quite a ways away. So I also like too how it's 40% on the research bonus, so if all else being equal, that's what you were looking for, the academy would be preferable. But sometimes these effects are worth more, so it's a really interesting balance feature. Let's go ahead and look at these though. I'm not intuitively familiar with them for the medieval era. Canon of medicine, +1 health to all cities on this continent. And the Middle Ages can get pretty stinky. I think that was intentional. The late Middle Ages, growth and happiness, well, food yield and happiness seem to appreciate more than health. And I think, once again, that was intentional to model the squalor and filth that allowed the Black Death to permeate so extensively as it did at that same time. But so that could be valuable. 1 health. The Aryabhitya, +1 to harbor. We're going to ignore that. I only have a few. Well, I have 3 coastal cities, but yeah, no, 3 commerce is not worth it. If I had some kind of sea empire, that would be cool, but no. Okay, compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing. Ooh, that's lucrative. +2 to the scientist, and we already have that modifier from the Korean Observatory Wonder. And we have scientists running in most of our cities, so yeah, probably going with that one. The Muqaddimah, +1 to library, not as good as the scientist bonus. I wonder if these are intentionally not supposed to be equal because they're kind of a race. Maybe one or two are supposed to be objectively better. I don't know. Kitab-i Bahriye. I don't speak Arabic. Um, Navigation, that's cool, but we're not really playing a nautical game, so. Okay, and then Kitab al-Nabat, +1 food to food crops plantation in all cities. I don't think we have a single one of those, so. Yeah, easy choice, I think, is going to be this one. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, that boosted our research considerably already. Oh, that's cool, they added a photo. Now, I wonder if the other medieval works have this same photo. Okay, cool. I am actually going to slow this down a bit because we timed our production to build schools. Most powerful. Okay, we're sliding down in the ranks. We're going to need to switch back to unit production soon once more of this essential infrastructure gets built. Yeah, and I think the next priority is going to be windmills, mill machinery, which actually we're directly in line for. That'll give our workers something to do. This area sorely needs windmills. Okay, am I missing anything obvious? I don't think so. Oh, this is the general, not a worker. That was stupid. Okay. You know, I could also... If I think the Mongols are going to attack me at some point, and they probably will, using the general to upgrade a garrison unit may not be a stupid idea. We have to accumulate 75 experience otherwise. This is the city he would attack first, probably. You know what? This cavalry force is already pretty well promoted. I am actually going to do that. That may be stupid. If it is, tell me, but this can... I mean, I can promote that bowman through the whole game, and it'll keep City Defender 3 or whatever I can give it if I devote all the XP to that one unit. And that'll be hard to take. Even if Rome attacks me, it would be Tikal or Durango, and I can switch that unit as needed. But yeah, the cavalry stack's not going to have any trouble dealing with slaves, I don't think. Or serfs, excuse me. Okay, yeah, let's do a cottage. There's plenty of food here. 6 of them. Heal for one more turn, and then they'll move up, and then we'll slaughter them. Okay, you're the lucky candidate. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if we lead the unit in the stack, it spreads the XP through the whole stack. Which I guess you could still devote to one unit the same way, but, oops, that's not the right guy. But just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and devote the unit by itself in a separate stack. Okay, you're a worst enemy of the Pope. I just want to see if open borders counts as a worst enemy trait. I'm pretty sure it does. Nope, it's not. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, let's go spread Hinduism. A teleporting hermit there. Okay. Yeah, until mill machinery, our workers are about out of things to do. Awesome. Okay. Now let's consider what he's going to be attacking with. Well, a city. He has horse units, but he probably wouldn't attack the city with them. Yeah, try that promotion. Okay, cool. So that city is going to be a lot more defensible that way. I didn't used to pay a lot of attention to promotions, but it's really a crucial aspect of gameplay. Oh, that's unfortunate. It happens sometimes. Yep, we lost on 96.3% odds there. Oh well. Was that our great... Oh, it wasn't our great general unit. We already attacked with him. Oh well. I mean, given how many combats we've sustained, I suppose that's not too unlikely, but... Alright. Yeah, he won't be able to take that. He'll probably try, though. Okay, alright. Now, this is our great general unit, and we could die, but we only need 1 XP. I'll throw the dice. Okay, good. So now we can get promoted. Alright. How did he not gain the XP from winning that? Oh well, whatever. I don't know what just happened there. Okay. City Defender 2. Okay, now I think that missionary unit, there's only 1 allowed. So actually, we need the monastery in the city that builds it, so unfortunately... I guess this city is making itself useful. We got it for the limestone, but it's spreading the religion. Okay. Man, I can't believe we lost that battle. That really sucks. Oh well, it happens. Yeah, settling here may not be a bad move. We don't have too much longer before someone else does. So I'll think about doing that here after the schools are built. Yeah, let's get a galley, why not? No. I'm just gonna ignore these and build schools the next turn. Matter of fact, well, it doesn't matter.
There is geometry in the humming of the strings. There is music in the spacing of the spheres.
And there's eating your parents' heads and the consuming of the beans, according to the same man. Okay. Okay, it's a fairly expensive tech, but yeah, and we're researching it against the penalty until 400 AD, if I remember right. So that may not be ideal. We may want to... Oh, that's new mounted units. If there's an earlier tech we need to grab, now would be the time to do it, I think. Not this. Pagan temples, we want to keep those. That's already built. Eh. Oh, you need siegecraft for the next city garrison, or we could have promoted that archer or the bowman the same way, but... Yeah, let's just go ahead and do mill machinery. Should be fine. Okay, we're gonna go do schools, and then I might actually just do that and get Hinduism spread everywhere faster. Okay, what is the school icon? Oh, here it is, yep. The open book, of course. Cool, alright. I guess guard seafood or something. I'm not going to try any active... Well, actually I will go ahead and try active naval exploration. There's not really a reason not to. And the galley isn't going to be good against like a trireme, so... For defending purposes, it's not really important. Actually, that's not a very good spot to put them. That stack's looking a little thin. We're going to need to flesh that out. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't have been a bad idea to grab stirrups first, but whatever. Oh, right. We are, whoops, severely under researching. Okay. We may not be able to get very far, actually, without open borders. The Holy Celtic Empire. He probably adopted theocracy or something. Monasticism. Yep, he does. Theocracy. It's easy to forget. Theocracy is a government civic for some reason. Yeah, he won't take open borders, so let's just camp here. And then it'll be time to build a bunch of units, I think. Okay. I'm pleased with how large the cities are getting, given our lack of food. Oh yeah, espionage. Now, what ethnicity is the spy? Okay, that means it's not Mongolia or the Maya. So it's probably Rome, or it's not West Africa either. Yeah, it's probably Rome. It doesn't really matter though. We're gonna have to contend with that. Ah, okay, here we go. Islamic Pope declares war. And his stack, this is so weird. The Pope is sending Mujahid against us. Okay, well, good thing we have that garrison unit, because that city's going to be pretty hard to take with that. I mean, we could mostly wipe that out right now, I think. You know, I am going to go ahead and stop here. I was coming up on my time limit anyway, but this is a pretty big event. I might want to kind of think about some things before just rashly making a move. Yeah, that's kind of a wimpy stack, though. We could probably defeat most of that just with our cavalry here. He would have a hard time taking this city as it is, walled with a triple city defense bowman. But yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't even have a whole lot more to send my way. This is just the Caradoc AI attacking because it gets bored. But who knows? This was the price we paid for... Well, I guess I couldn't have switched to Islam anyway. Alright, the first declaration of war against me looks pretty manageable, but yeah, again, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'll probably just let him move here, and I'll probably just attack with the high odds I have. If the odds aren't good, I'll not attack, but he won't be able to take the city unless he sends something else to me. That likely won't change. He would have sent in a bigger stack if he was able to attack more, I think. But anyway, let me know if you have any good ideas. Otherwise, thank you for watching. This is the Ashard Het signing off.